They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Red Raiders will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Looking to throw on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Reels it in down the left side. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. How about this change? Play it safe, don't make a mistake deep in your own end. Suddenly you're in plus territory and on the attack. To the air on first down. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Trying to get the corner. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on third down, didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach. Do you want to pay this thing off and go for it, get aggressive here, trying to capitalize, score a tutty on the first drive of the game?
So on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Trying to surge it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Missouri, 7, Texas Tech, 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out to the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Hands it off. Nice move to keep running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the left side. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
The Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Making side adjustments here. to the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this up.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 3.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Missouri 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game,
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Missouri! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point was good.
Missouri.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The give is to Williams. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
21, Texas Tech, 0.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it. Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Quickly complete. On the move is the 30. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington is in major trouble today. The folks out there in Seattle are heading for the exits with more determination than a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. They're trailing by 14 to Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Finds his man. It's Williams. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give to Davis. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try.
Makes the grab on the left side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Riggs. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Terry. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The run from the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. The hand to the running back. Right midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Inside. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Davis. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
with a first down. They'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
It's third and goal and third and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dances away. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
That makes the score Missouri 45, Texas Tech 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. He'll pull it down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Off the RPO, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll ride Davis here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
First and goal, you know what's coming, they know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead, get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Hudson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. That's caught. It's Smith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Hammond. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. That's caught. It's West. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Right down the middle. Finds his man open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Looking to throw again. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Williams. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now from inside the red zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
To the air, it's Hammond. Pumps it downfield. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's McDaniel. Makes the pass. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Looking down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, looking for a man. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Hammond. Lets it fly. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this
throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And that one's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for a fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.